Greeting everyone. The criterion formula of having what is called graduation or an academic graduation is to set a research paper which comprises of two parts. We have theoretical part and a practical part. The latter refers to the analysis and interpretation of the major findings. These major findings that you're going to do is analysis or treated by two methods, quantitative and qualitative methods. We use these two in favor or as an idea to mutualize our finding and establish a strong finding or reliable and valid findings, right? This is about your research. However, even supposing that, you will still face what is called research limitation. You will experience this during your research. Why is that? I will explain in the following ideas. I'll explain this by using what? Focusing on the quantitative. I will focus on the quantitative method. And after that, I will show you what you can do in order to avoid these obstacles or these obstacles, whatever you are dealing with. Very good. So when we have a quantitative method, and the quantitative method refers to the statistics, statistical data, etc. What we use, the common method or common instrument is the questionnaire. So we use the questionnaire. Right. The questionnaire is delivered as a survey delivered to your participants' criteria. I mean, the answers or the questions should be suitable to the learners or to the respondents' criteria. If you are dealing with education, you can go to school. If you are dealing with business, you can go to any company, right? This is what I'm referring to. But this is not our major concern. Here we are dealing with the treatment, okay? During the treatment or during the participation. You will have these kind of limitation by influencing the results. I mean, students, when you give them the questionnaire, they will just fill in the rating scales or just ticking randomly in the object to finish in a due time. After that, when you analyze their results, you will find what? Irrelevant result. Irrelevant result that was found in the questionnaire, all right? And when you compare it with the qualitative, which is the interview, right, as a data collection instrument, you will find what? Inauthentic or inaccurate results. So what we have for the questionnaire, we have the threat of inauthenticity. The threat of inauthenticity, this is what I said. I mean, the answers may not be accurate, may not be authentic. So this is the antonym of inauthenticity, all right? So this is what I'm referring to. So after this, the second part of this video, I will explain how you can avoid this kind of threat. Right. In the questionnaire, you will have this limitation. So what I suggest as an alternative method is to focus only on using qualitative data or qualitative instruments. So we need to avoid using the questionnaire and depend totally or merely on the interview and observation as a tool to establish qualitative data. Very good. So what we need is to do what? To avoid quantitative and use qualitative. Right? So what we have observation and interview. And interview. Good. What is called this method is the qualitative method. So it is known as Bayes theory. So, for example, you will make an interview with what? With teachers. So you set an interview with teachers, and I suggest to make it to establish or set structured interview. Do not let your respondent know about the answers priorly. Just go directly and start asking questions. Here they will give you the real news or the real answers, rather than preparing ahead and give you information that suit your own results. Alright? So you will give the interview to the teachers, right? To the teacher, and also you can set an observation, right? You will have pre-observation, during observation, and post-observation. In the during observation, you are going to use a checklist, obviously. In the during observation, you can make just a short interview with one of students, just to see if their answers, his or her answers match the teacher's answer. Here you will have reliability and validity of your findings, right? So when you observe your students, you will see the real word in that particular institute, or you can examine the real results by comparing what teachers said and what students said. This is the aim of having this Bayes theory. So after making this process, what you need is to do the following procedures. I will explain each one of them. So what do we need? We need what? Tape recording. Right? Tape recording. After recording, what you need to do, right? You need to show, okay? You will need to write down the information that was collected by your respondents and show it to them. This is what you have said. So you need to what? Reveal the respondent or participants' answers. Why we need this? In order to ensure that you have understood exactly what they have said. So when they see their responses, they will say, I said this, yes, this is what I have said earlier. So this is what we need to, what is called a based theory. So we are building what stepstone or cornerstone of your research. So in order to build here, what we need to build a cornerstone. The third step is to present these results into charts, like bar chart, pie chart, etc. In order to make it in a percentage form, and then you will interpret these figures. Right. After doing this, you will have a second interview and a second observation, right? The first one and the second one are used to what? To make a reliable result. You need to make your reliability and validity of your results in order to fulfill the research objective and the research hypothesis. So we need to do another reset. So we need to reset an interview. Or observation. For the second time. And you will present these results in a diagram also, so you can compare between the two, bar charts, between the two bar charts, and to see if you have some kind of reliability and validity. Right. After that, you can interpret the results and prove or disapprove your research hypothesis and your research and to see if your research objective is being fulfilled. Thank you very much for your kind listening. That was all, and see you for the upcoming video.